Right then, the 8:15 kickoff sees Mikel Arteta's Arsenal make the short trip across London to Stamford Bridge, with neither team in great form at present. So, Al, how do you see this one playing out?
What a disaster for Chelsea the weekend. Fantastic for Arsenal, incidentally, but
fantastic for Newcastle.
For Newcastle. They are just so Jekyll and Hyde, both of these teams. I think Arsenal have got problems. I mean, Aubameyang's not going to be available again, which is...
You're a big fan of him, aren't you?
With him out of the team, I mean, who's going to score you goals? Who's going to have that creative spark that's going to help someone else score the goals? Pepe, I mean, £70 million. There's been a couple of bright sparks from him, but, you know, you wouldn't say he's as potent as what Aubameyang is. It's a toughie to call this, to be honest.
Well, interesting stat as well. Chelsea have lost 8 games in the Premier League, which is 2 more than Arsenal, but they're 10 points ahead.
That's unbelievable,
isn't it?
And everybody thinks that Frank's doing a good job, which, to be fair, to a certain extent, with the embargo on them for bringing players into Chelsea, there's been no movement whatsoever, and hopefully he'll try and do business in January, which, to be honest, I don't think any manager really wants to do. It's just that sometimes your hand is forced and you need to try and bring players in. The other one, of course, is Mason Mount. Mason Mount was looking fantastic. I mean, I don't know if he's going to get into a Liverpool team or a Man City team, etc., etc. But the job he's doing, and he's not a young guy, like with Hudson-Odoi and with Abraham, etc. They've done really well. But even looking at it, no goal since the 4th of December.
Yeah, it's quite
Chelsea's
a long amount of
midfield,
time.
and we, when you and I are speaking about football, sometimes I talk about, from top teams, there has to be goals coming from midfield. You can't just rely on your front guys, and he's not done that so much. So that's a problem for Chelsea as well. But this is, I mean, who do our football accumulators fancy?
Well, 79% of you guys, the Footy Accumulators followers, fancy both teams to score. So on that basis, with that in mind...
On that basis, that means they're both rubbish at the back.
Pretty much, yeah.
Both going to concede. To be honest, I agree with both of them, with everybody like that. But they are a bit Jekyll and Hyde. So, okay, let's go with our Footy Accumulator followers in, and we'll go for both teams to score. We'll go over 3.5 combined cards, because after all, being a London derby, we haven't really spoken about it, they don't like each other particularly. Bit feisty, which bit yourself.
It's like me and you before we go there.
Like yellow cards. So we'll go over 3.5. So in other words, at least 4 yellow cards minimum. We'll go over 3.5 corners for each team, because they will look to try and put each other under pressure. Yeah. I think over 3.5 corners for both teams is not a bad idea. And we'll get around 72 for that. So just a quick recap then. We'll go both teams to score, because 79% of you think that'll happen. Over 3.5 combined cards, over 3.5 corners for each team, and that's around 72. This will be a good game. It will be a good game, but both under genuine pressure. A, it's a London derby, and B, they need to start picking up points, because Chelsea's last game was poor and Arsenal only drew with Sheffield United.
Indeed, thank you very much for that, Al. It's going to be a London derby that you can have your comment on. Just pop it in just below.